propagation clone? How can that be?
Do we still have the upper hand?
An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Still have the upper hand?
Ha! it quick.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Naughty child. Nap time.
This ends here. Is that all?
Commencing support. Ready for another?
This ends here. A will forged in ice never falters.
Let's make it quick.
Time for a shot.
You have my gratitude.
Just a scratch.
Ready for another? Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. That's better.
Much better. Rules are made to be broken.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Enemy targets detected.
Let's go.
Is that all?
Naughty child. Nap time.
This ends here.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters. Hope you're prepared.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You have my gratitude.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
More than that. Rules are made to be broken.
It'll heal. Is that all? In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time. Enemy targets detected.
prepared.
That's better.
Much better. Rules are made to be broken.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better. Yeah. It'll take more than
This
that.
ends here. A will forged in ice never falters. Is that all?
Nap time. Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Is that all? Is that all? In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters.
Time for a shot.
Rules are made to be broken. It'll destroy the space station.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another? But I'm a...
Is that all? Hope you're prepared. In the name of Land, a will forged in ice never falters.
Rules are made to be broken. Let's go. Yeah.
This ends here.
An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Still have the upper hand?
Yeah.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Hope you're prepared.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A will forged in ice never falters.
Time for... Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Rules are made to be broken.
Naughty child, nap time.
It'll heal.
Commencing support.
Name of Len, a will forged in ice, never falters.
Let's make it quick.
Hope you're prepared.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Let's go.
This ends here.
Nap time. Commencing
In the
support.
name of Len, a will forged in ice, never falters.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's make it quick.
This ends here.
Enemy targets detected.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Let's make it quick.
Is that all? In the name of Landa, a will forged in ice, never falters.
Commencing support. Ready for another? Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Enemy targets detected.
Hope you're prepared. Is that all?
Naughty child. Nap time.
It'll destroy the space station. Let's go.
A will forged in ice, never falters.
Rules are made to be broken. Let's make it quick.
Commencing support. Ready for another? Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time for a shot.
This ends here.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better.
Enemy targets detected. Naughty child. That's better.
Much better. Rules are made to be broken.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Lead, a will forged in ice never falters.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Rules are made to be broken.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better.
In the name of Landa, a will forged in ice never falters. Is that all?
Nap time.
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
In the name of Landa, a will forged in ice never falters.
Nap time.
This ends here.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You have my gratitude. In the name of Landa, a will forged in ice never falters. Is that all?
Let's go.
Naughty child.
Hope you're prepared.
That's better.
Much better. Rules are made to be broken. Let's make it quick.
In the name of Landa, a will forged in ice never falters.
Nap time.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Run May.
Keep at it. Keep at it.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's it? You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator. How should I have explained it to you? Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed toward. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I wanted... And it was a minuscule step. Just as I had... Indeed. This is how I keep the distractions at bay. I have to admit that research once made me obsessive. That, I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. And that's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response. Emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love... They're still a long way from becoming geniuses. And that being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just... Do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. After all, your memory... Over time, hidden truths tend to... If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to... It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible... Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station. That way, the connection between life forms will... It will make our lives... I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I miss member number 55 reaching to sometimes. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? I promise I will. If fate allows and you're interested. Though I suppose it wouldn't be no man's land anymore. What a...
still early. Where to now?
Harrider Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up, dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint. No. The attack happened on a base outside the station.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightful. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information. And the attack...
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your...
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet? Don't play the fool.
I think I was...
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but if only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that? This is what I recall before I met Herta. But let me try to remember.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. So maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere.
Asta seems to have mentioned 2 names. 2 researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable villains are If I discover who's behind this... A curio that's alive but doesn't... Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos? Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him. Adler was with Arlen.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy?
Calm down, Brother Arlen.
We're walking the dog.
We're having a walk. So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the... no danger of... Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time? Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
Let's go.
Step up, let's see ya. How's this taste?
Say bye to breathing.
Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go!
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice never falters!
Refusing the toast? More seasoned. I'm honored by... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
May as well kill them all. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
How about letting the enemies...
Stand still.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
This ends here.
It's better to...
Relax.
That'll take... Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you for your
In the
generosity.
name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
Stand still.
Not nap time.
Hope you're prepared.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Peppy! Are you okay?
That's me. What's up?
She wants to ask you something about... I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. So, which curio... That's all you got? Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? Huh. She's not wrong.
Huh? What did I say?
Huh. Now that you mention it, let's call it a day.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but... Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy.
A curio that's a lot. How's it going? Did you find the... I see. Is that what Hinkle and... think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding. Anxious, me? No. After the Legion's invasion, the space state, some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but yes, 4 researchers have inexplicably... People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. However, as you can see, it's hard to keep rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the That's okay, but thank you for the offer, aren't you? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. Identifying that person is crucial.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentions if only there were some...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that one.
It's all taken care of. Here's the account you asked for.
Sure.
Oh, you flatter me. Small scale. Best left under the table.
Again?
How many times? Here too. Did my memory piece together irrelevant? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I say! No need to be mod, though I confess I did
Sure.
See this material here? I'm not getting any.
Again? How many
Oh, another
Huh. Asta told you to find me? However, I've heard of such a species. Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned.
Have you asked the department? She's...
Huh? What?
She's not... that's right! They're called Heliobi! I guess you... Now that you... Let's call it a day.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover... I'm sorry.
Just as I thought. I vaguely remember that...
I'm sorry. The situation... How did you know? I see. Could... I'll be honest with you. There's only one clue. Adler, that means that every victim's disappearance was the words they used were...
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That is most likely the... I need to go over it from the start.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you see...
I think she meant if only there were some hint.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. Send me a signal when you see traces of it. That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for...
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating... A second-hand account. She wasn't...
Affirmation. We can ask...
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in four-system...
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would...
Apologies. It's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, it is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. If she is truly innocent. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet...
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now.
That's enough based on your story.
If you knew Herta, then you wouldn't find—
Don't interrupt. Based on your story, you met with Herta because and the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough and the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio.
True.
Why do I feel like—
And the assignment involves Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet—
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius.
Yes. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now? Then you said you asked Asta for help. However, she decided to hold her tongue.
I remember now.
That's enough. However, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding—
I remember now.
That's enough. So what's the story? Are you full—
Asta isn't trying to hide anything.
What could be more—
I agreed for Mr. It's okay.
So what's the story? Are you full of
The space station has been Another severe incident would further—
Oh. So that explained they wouldn't be partial to anyone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yeah, clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point. Clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security.
I remember now.
That's enough Researchers clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No connection? I disagree.
Clearly, though. It bears no connection.
No. If I recall correctly, don't know the location. Isn't that the same as Miss—
She did say that, but—
There should be evidence. The space station's automatic fire suppression system—
Huh. But there are no—
That's what's so odd about it. This may not be direct evidence. Then there's ample—
If these two incidents were caused by the—
We'll see in the main control room.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is...
A declaration of war. And
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment. The fire demons have a cruel temper, and...
Japella Brotherhood. I've heard...
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames. Something similar is about to happen here. That video will soon circulate.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust. You need to start acting now. You have a superior strategy?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage.